I am leaving a commercial audition. And for me, those are the easiest because usually we don't need to have any lines and it's improv and it's usually like a real person that you don't have to be in character. You're just you. So I love how easy commercial auditions are. But this morning, I decided to do a little review on, how to book the room basically for auditions. And I was listening to this teacher, and I want to point out, I've been doing this for many decades. Always keep up on what you can learn. And this teacher talked about the different pillars of preparation for a commercial, and the one that really got my ear was what he called the approach. And it's all about your attitude in the room. And I always have a good attitude, but something about listening to this again made me really pay attention to how present I was, not just like when the camera was on, but before the camera was on, and with the session director. And so we got the standard slate to the camera. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Well, he asked, where are you from? And he and I started having a back and forth about Chicago. And it was a fun kind of rivalry kind of thing. And I didn't worry about being polite. I didn't worry about pointing out he was wrong. It was fun. That was the main thing that I came in with, just to have fun. Be playful, that's it. That was the most important thing, to be playful. And the other two guys in the scene with me were fine, they were good, but clearly I was the most experienced with the improv. And a good improviser makes a weak improviser look good. And I loved bringing them into the scene. It was fun, and even on the way out, the session runner and I were continuing our talk about Chicago and versus the outlying suburbs and stuff like that. And it was the first time that I was the one person who had a camaraderie with the session runner. I mean, they've always been very polite and greeting, and sometimes they're in a hurry, so they can't afford the small talk. But this was the first time that I felt like there was a camaraderie, and it's not like I was trying to earn favoritism. It was more like I was really happy with how I relaxed and how I played, how I was playful, and that just seeped out into the room, and it felt good.